Fighting games can be incredibly fun, but due to their popularity, a lot of game developers are making them nowadays, which leads to an endless sea of mediocre or subpar fighting games. That's why I spent the last few days pawing over hundreds of games to find the actual good ones, and I've even included some free-to-play games so you can try those out before buying any. This is gonna be a long video, so make sure to check out the description or comment section for timestamps. And while you're scrolling down to the timestamps, consider hitting the like button. It helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm and pushing this video out to more people, and I really appreciate the support since these kind of videos take a long time to make. That's enough rambling from me. Enjoy the video. Tekken 7, the 9th installment of the long-running Tekken series. And if you ever played a Tekken before, you probably know what it's about, but the game does a great job of retaining the series' signature combat style. The game features a vast roster of fighting characters, each with unique moves and combos. One notable addition to the game, however, is the rage system. So when your health drops critically low, you can access powerful rage arts, and these moves can potentially turn the tide of a match. The game of course also introduced new characters to the franchise, each bringing fresh fighting styles and background to the expansive Tekken universe. And the game is critically acclaimed for its engaging story, dynamic gameplay mechanics, and impressive visuals. And Tekken 7 is a hit amongst both fans of the series, but also for newcomers. The game is diverse with character roster, coupled with really intricate combat mechanics that offers both the casual fun and deep competitive play. And even post-launch, it is still getting updates with new characters, stages, and balance tweaks. And all this has cemented Tekken 7 as one of the top tier fighting games in the modern era. Snout is a really fun action-packed beat-em-up game where the concept is really unique and engaging. You play as the pig, aka the Iron Snout, standing your ground against endless hordes of wolves. Your mission is simple yet entertaining. Take down as many wolves as you can using a range of comical and over-the-top moves. The charm of the game lies in its simplicity and fast-paced gameplay, making it a fantastic choice for casual gaming. The gameplay is really quirky and entertaining. You can punch, kick, and use various objects as weapons to fend off the wolves. So the game mechanics are quite easy to learn, but require some timing and skill to master, especially later on as the wolves start to come at you with their own array of weapons and projectiles. And the game stand out with a charming pixel art style and humorous action-packed gameplay. And the single play mode has an addictive quality, urging you to beat your high score with every time you play. And as a free-to-play game, Iron Snout is definitely worth checking out. Killer Instinct, one of the most legendary fighting game franchises that began all the way in the 90s. But this modern take on Killer Instinct really captures the spirit of the original story while still introducing gameplay mechanics, graphics, and audio that caters for gaming today. And gameplay wise, Killer Instinct is renowned for really unique combo system. Unlike many other fighting games where combos are generally short and predefined, Killer Instinct allows you to perform long, customizable combo sequences known as openers, linkers, and enders that really adds a great depth of strategy and gameplay. This also means that your opponent can try and combo break you and interrupt the sequences if they actually get it correctly. And all this creates a really continuous mental and reflexes tug of war between you and the opponent. The game also features Shadow and Instinct mode, which are more potent versions of regular attacks, and grants specific buffs and abilities for a limited time. And the game stands out with really dynamic and accessible combat system, really impressive visuals, and an outstanding soundtrack, and is a must play for both newcomers and hardcore fans alike. Relic Zero Remix, a really captivating, fast-paced, free-to-play shooter where you follow a group of relic hunters, and as you explore uncharted galaxies to uncover alien relics, you must combat an evil space dark and his army. And the game combines an element of action, exploration, and shooter mechanics, and the gameplay revolves around exploring various levels, each filled with enemies and challenging boss fights. And you can choose from a roster of unique characters, each with their own distinct abilities, and unlock a variety of weapons as you progress. And one of the standout features is the really engaging cooperative play. It supports local and online multiplayer, allowing players to team up with friends and combine their hunters' abilities strategically. Additionally, the game offers a challenging endless mode where you can test your skill against endless waves of enemies. And with really bright and colorful visuals, a catchy soundtrack, and really smooth responsive controls, Relic Hunters is a hidden gem in the free-to-play gaming scene, offering potentially hundreds of hours of entertainment and dynamic gameplay. Street Fighter V, a really interesting 2D fighting game, and has been a defining force in the fighting game genre. And the game continues its legacy, bringing together a diverse cast of fighters from around the world, each equipped with their own distinct moves and playstyles. In terms of mechanics, Street Fighter V introduced the V-Gauge, a new system that allows you to enhance gameplay depth and strategy. So as fighters take and deal damage, this bar will fill up, up, and this allows you to access 3 new techniques. You have the V skills, which is unique abilities for each character. You have the reversals, which also means counterattacks, and the triggers, which are really powerful moves that can really turn the tide of a match. The game also focuses heavily on character balance, fluidity of combat, and tactical depths, and these are all key hallmarks of the game. And while the game faced a few criticism for lack of content at launch, the commitment to continuously update the game with additional characters and community engagement really transformed the game compared to its launch. And the game is a must play for casuals and competitive fighters. Dragon Ball FighterZ, and the game draws heavy inspiration from one of the most iconic enemies ever. And the game does a great job of melding the high flying combat with meticulously crafted visuals that actually really closely emulate this series' animation style. That means that both fans and newcomers alike can experience epic battles that features beloved characters from the anime. And mechanically speaking, the game is really distinguished with a 3 vs 3 tag team format. You select a trio of fighters, and you can then switch between them during the heat of the battle. This allows you to chain attacks and strategize with assists. The gameplay is super fast paced and kinetic, filled with aerial combos, destructible environments, and dramatic finishes. They really pay tribute to the great moments of Dragon Ball. The core mechanics are quite accessible for newcomers, while the deeper layers of strategy and technique cater to the hardcore fighting game community. And since its launch, the game has been praised for authentic representation of the Dragon Ball universe. Its intuitive yet deep combat mechanics and its art direction, which does a great job of balancing the essence of the anime, has all made the game a great success, and is a standout title in the modern fighting game landscape. Brawlhalla. That is a dynamic, fast-paced, free-to-play platform fighting game. The game has a vast roster of characters and is available on nearly all major platforms. The fundamental gameplay in Brawlhalla revolves around up to 8 players fighting against each other on a 2-dimensional platform, using a variety of weapons, items, and unique character abilities. Each character is equipped with their own set of stats, strength and weaknesses, and 2 weapon types. The primary objective is to knock your opponents off the platform, and the more damage you take, the further champion will be knocked into the air when hit, increasing the chance for a knockout. What makes Brawlhalla particularly notable is its place in the competitive esports scene, hosting annual World Championship tournaments with hefty prize pools. And it's a great game if you like fast-paced action competitive gameplay. Guilty Gear Strive, a lineup of games known for its deep mechanics, complex characters, and great soundtrack. And the game brings in striking visual design, intricate gameplay tweaks, and a narrative that really seeks to wrap up the long-standing tales of the characters. The game has great visual aesthetics, heavily influenced by anime and rock music, and mechanically speaking, the game maintains a really high-speed combat that the series is known for, but it also refines many of the elements to be more accessible to newcomers, while it still offers depth for the veteran players. The game introduces wall-breaking mechanics, where characters can be smashed through stage barriers, transitioning fights to new areas. And each character is distinct, boasting individualized moveset and playstyles that cater to a broad spectrum of player preferences. And the game is known in the fighting game community for its captivating visuals, intuitive yet deep combat mechanics, and a great soundtrack. So whether it's for casual play, competitive esports, or simply to enjoy the narrative, Guilty Gear Strive is perfect for longtime fans and newcomers alike. Conqueror's Blade, and you are thrust into a sprawling medieval world where you must ascend to the world of a warlord, amass an army, and wage epic warfare, and set against a richly detailed, dynamic environment inspired by diverse cultures. The goal in this persistent MMO world is to build and expand your kingdom, conquer lands, and earn your place as a fearsome leader. And the gameplay is a blend of action and strategy that set it apart in the genre. It offers a really exhilarating mix of third-person combat and deep tactical warfare. And you as a warlord, you must engage in visual, skill-based combat where every strike and block counts. And the game's signature feature is undoubtedly these siege battles, where strategy, teamwork, and cunning are paramount. What makes the game truly distinctive is its fusion of personal combat skill and large-scale strategic warfare. With an impressive array of historical inspired weapons and units at your disposal, your journey as a warlord is ever-changing. And the game has a great blend of strategic planning, tactical combat, and MMO progression. Mortal Kombat 11, and the game serves as a direct sequel to Mortal Kombat 10. The game plunges you deeper into the series' rich lore, and the game mechanically builds upon the series' renowned visual combat style, while introducing several new gameplay elements. The Fatal Blow mechanic is available when the player's health drops low beyond a certain threshold, and this allows for a devastating comeback move. And then you also have the Crushing Blow that rewards play with cinematic enhanced versions of certain attacks under specific conditions. Customization also takes center stage. You're able to personalize your fighter's appearance, abilities, and gear, granting more control over combat strategy and style. And the game is highly acclaimed for rich storytelling, intricate gameplay mechanics, and stunning visuals. And Mortal Kombat 11 stands as a testament to the series' enduring compelling appeal and its ability to evolve while still honoring its fundamental roots. The game's cinematic story mode, a diverse roster of fighters, and the brutal fatalities which the franchise is known for have resonated with both longtime fans and newcomers, and the game still stands as a massive pantheon of modern fighting games. Let me know in the comments which game on this list is your favorite, but also what game you're gonna try out after watching this video. And if you're looking for more inspiration for games to play, I would highly recommend checking out the videos on the screen now, as I think you will also really like those. So check those out and I'll see you over there.